Yo, here we is, y'all. We got some stuff that
Yo,
happened with R. Kelly, and it's crazy.
man,
We talked about this. We'll put the clip out today when you talk about it. But here we go with this stuff. They're saying he was rushed to the hospital after overdosing in prison. As his lawyer alleges, it was a part of a wild murder plot. R. Kelly allegedly overdosed in prison, was rushed to the hospital last week. In court documents obtained by the Post, the rapper's attorney, Bo Brindley, claimed Bureau of Prison staff at his federal center in Butner, North Carolina International gave him too much medication, which caused him to overdose and be transferred to a nearby hospital. He said he felt faint and dizzy, started seeing black spots in his vision, fell to the ground before he crawled to the door of his cell and lost consciousness. So it looked like sound like a scene from a movie. So let's the Chicago native right here, man. You dealt with Coach
man,
Professor. Let us know what's going on with this situation and all that good stuff, man. It's crazy.
man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. We are looking at modern day, what you see every day on what you see every day on the movies and TV. We are seeing the modern day, real life prison break. We're seeing the justice system get played with in this era. This is the this is the era where we see the justice system getting played with. I've never seen this time where so many people have been able to get pardons, been wanting to be up for pardoning, all types of shit. You get what I'm saying? And my one thing I would have to say is big game as being me and being just the dude that I am. For me, I told y'all this shit was gonna happen. R. Kelly, bro, they this the thing with R. Kelly. R. Kelly know too much. He know where all the bodies buried. And I've been saying that for the longest. He know too much. Just like Diddy. Diddy know too much. They either gotta let him go or get rid of him. Or get rid of him immediately. If Puff Daddy know not to say nothing because they gonna try to kill him. So look at R. Kelly. I know you seen the shit about his streaming where they been talking about online. R. Kelly records. He I believe R. Kelly has over $300 million that his label owe him for streaming, and
Sheesh.
that would be Sony and Columbia. They owe him money, so I wouldn't be surprised. And you gotta understand, Sony and Columbia, these are the same conglomerates that was trying to take down Michael Jackson and Prince.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
So it's not far fetched to believe a theory where something happened to Robert Kelly, because I don't want to call it nigga Sylvester. I hate that name. Um, it's not far fetched to believe where something happened to him. I still say keep that freaky ass nigga, but this might be a case where something is really going on and something foul is amiss, and he's saying it. His lawyers have been saying it, and we probably watch it happen. They probably kill him in there because he's worth more dead than alive. If R. Kelly dies right now, his streaming will go up 1,000%. His streaming will go out of the roof. Everybody in America will probably stream his music. He will die more richer than anything. And I don't think his kids or anybody is in his estate, or he probably setting up stuff now for them to get. But if I was R. Kelly, I definitely would start looking into getting transferred out that prison, going somewhere else, seeing if he can get an early release, a compassionate release, because they're gonna kill him. He's worth more dead than alive. I don't think y'all understand. He's the R&B fucking John Lennon. He's the fucking R&B Elvis Presley. Like it don't get no realer than R. Kelly. When you think of R&B, you think of R. Kelly. R. Kelly is the R&B, like he said. He's the R&B. Don't get no realer than that. He's the rhythm in R&B. So you got a man that's worth millions and millions of dollars sitting in jail. Guess what all that money doing? Because he ain't spending all that money in there. He getting bare minimum. I ain't gonna say bare minimum. He on his account, He probably getting all the but he can only put like $1,000 a month on his books at that. So I don't think he's in a position to where he can spend any of his money. So when he in a position like that, come on, bro. What you expect? What do you expect? Yeah, they're probably it's Sony, Columbia is who he was signed to. Well, Epic, I mean Jive folded into Sony, Sony, Columbia, all that is a one conglomerate. Sony Music, because that was Michael Jackson and Prince. They are the largest master holders in the fucking world. I don't think people understand this. I need y'all to put two and two together. I need y'all to understand the logic that can be seen where they're trying to kill R. Kelly. They are the largest conglomerate for holding masters and owning masters. They want their catalog. They want that man catalog. Cause him just sitting there, man, let's be real, bro. All R. Kelly did was be a sexual, freaky ass nigga, bro. At the end of the day, he didn't traffic anybody. Did he traffic somebody? He took cash, he state to state and paid niggas and paid niggas to fuck her and got paid and he trafficked the girl. That's totally different. R. Kelly is, from what I've seen on Survivor R. Kelly, none of the shit that he got convicted for was underage. So we need to think about that. So he don't know where nobody's buried. R. Kelly don't know where nobody's buried, like for real, for real. Now in the music industry, hell yeah, you know. Hell yeah, you know. Yeah. That catalog, man. It ain't no secret. R. Kelly catalog. R. Kelly got one of the biggest catalogs ever, bro. Ooh, I made it. I'm the world's greatest. I'm that little bit of hope. When my back's against the ropes, I can feel it. Man, come on. He on Ali soundtrack. I believe I can fly. Come on, bro. He wrote for Janet Jackson. Anytime, any place remix. He wrote for Celine Dion. I could go list for list, write copy, man, publishing, all that. On the publishing, R. Kelly punished niggas. He punished niggas on publishing. He punishing niggas. He punishing niggas. Ain't no, man, bro, ain't no telling. We only know what they put in the newspaper, what they've been putting in the media. The man owed $300 million. The man owed $300 million. He got $300 million sitting in escrow. His streaming done went up. Ain't no telling. Oh shit, nigga say he was recently locked up with him. And he probably one of the most
I know.
and he probably
Pimp D, hit the link. Let us know what's going on with R. Kelly. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, I can honestly say, bro, when I seen R. Kelly, when he pulled up to my school, he was cool as hell. Even though he was doing something horrible. We was kids. He was cool as hell. Like, man, R. Kelly probably one of the most humblest dudes you ever meet, bro. He just had a problem. Yup. Facts. See what I was just saying? He gave Maxwell that hit for a death. He gave Maxwell that hit. Never took a trip, first class flight, fortunate to have you, girl. Fortunate to end my world. Come on, bro. Y'all got R. Kelly fucked up. When we talk about music, his pen is crazy. I could go all day. I swear to God, he done wrote for niggas. Street dreamer, oh mercy, mercy me.
You remember that what was it? Marcus Houston up in the club, like
yeah, up in that saved Marcus Houston's career. Yep. That saved his career. That helped him transition. After IMX. Up in the club like bottles, like what? Come on, Nick Cannon. I'm a gigolo.
Yep.
If I give you I'm a flirt. Because the original I'm a flirt is on Bow Wow album.
Yep, I do remember that.
The original I'm a Flirt is on Bow Wow album.
Hey, but I'm telling you, "Step in the Name of Love" is one of the greatest songs ever,
I'm
man.
a gangster girl. Birdman.
Yep.
Birdman. He wrote for Birdman. R. Kelly was kicking it with Cash Money. He wrote for Birdman. His publishing game is crazy. I would kill R. Kelly for that.
I
Oh
like
yeah,
Double Up. That album is dope. That Double Up album, I still
Double
listen to
Up.
that
Let's
mug.
go. Chocolate Factory. Chocolate
Yeah,
Factory
for sure.
alone.
For sure.
Chocolate Factory alone. TP2.com, 12play2.com, pray with
Yep.
the remix, move your body like a snake, man. All that shit. Yeah. R. Kelly is prolifically, easily one of the most, and can sing for real. Have you ever seen him at Sway in the Morning?
Oh yeah, he could definitely sing for real.
He can sing for real. R. Kelly is one of the few artists that you put him on the stage, you're gonna get the same vocal tone out of him you would on a record.
Hey, but the craziest one is you remember where he was at overseas? Was he in Uganda?
Oh yeah.
Do
Do
you
you
have your
have your
shot?
passport?
He can make anything into a hit.
Did
He can
you
say
get your
anything.
shots? Girl, won't you come
Back
back
with
with
Rob.
Rob to
Chat, y'all
America?
seen that?
America.
America, do you have your shots? I said, do you
He
have
was they
your
say he
shot?
was what's that shit? They say he was pitching Woo right there. He was
Yeah,
pitching
yeah.
he was trying to get the girls. He was, do you wanna come back with Rob to America?
America.
America. He had a whole sales pitch to get them girls over there.
The funniest is that Trapped in the Closet when he was like, "Oh my
That,
God, it's rubber."
exactly. Trapped in the
Oh,
closet, got him a bag. Trapped in the closet. I could go all day. I could go all day.
oh yeah, Pimp D. I already seen that when he was singing in jail. I done seen clips of him going crazy, singing in jail, singing with his soul, because you could tell, people probably may have threw a little commissary or something to it, like, "I'll give you this honey bun."
Yeah, but shit, he ain't need no car.
I'm being
Man, he probably
petty.
think
I'm being petty.
R. Kelly don't need no commissary. That nigga probably
I'm
was in that bitch. That nigga probably in that bitch bored. You gotta think that's all he did was be in the studio and sing and rap every day. The man lived in the studio.
hmm
Oh yeah. Let's go. Let's oh yeah.
Aaliyah. The list goes on,
The
fam.
list
Like
goes on. That
he
goes on. That
Todd Piper, that was his alter ego when he did the beats, the actual, that was his producer name, the Pied Piper, I think, right?
here's the thing. It's just like the NSYNC song, "Gone, Baby You're." R. Kelly did that. That's the song that made NSYNC like, oh, they grew up. NSYNC. He wrote for
I
them.
got
He
them the
wrote.
hood pass.
Come on, bro. Come
I mean,
on, bro. He take niggas from Disney stars and turn them into legitimate artists. This is what R. Kelly was.
Usher, exactly. He wrote for Usher.
He wrote for us. He wrote for everybody.
Oh, okay.
I've heard that too.
Allegedly, Aaliyah's uncle, Barry Hankerson and Demetrius Smith, framed R. Kelly to look like a predator. Meanwhile, they were stealing his money.
Big facts. That's very true. If you know who Barry Hankerson is, he was the head of Blackground Entertainment, the record label that had Aaliyah and a couple of guys. He was a production company. He was like a father figure. How he ran into how R. Kelly and Aaliyah met. Barry Hankerson was the dude that was in the music industry before R. Kelly. I don't know if y'all know, but y'all might be familiar with public announcement. Yippee yo, yippee yay, wanna work your body, baby. Honey Love. So girl, don't be his group that R. Kelly was with. Barry Hankerson was an A&R at Jive at the time, Jive Records. That and Conglomerate at the time, Jive Records, Atlantic, Big Beat, around that time. Aaliyah was his niece. So he's mentoring R. Kelly, showing R. Kelly the game, teaching R. Kelly the game. Hey, I got my niece. You might want to meet her. We can make her a star and get her a record deal. He was introduced by Aaliyah by his uncle, by her uncle. And yes, that's not cat. That's facts. That's not that's facts. And my nigga can't even read. Kelly can't even read, but that's a fact.
Yep.
He said facts. Barry Hankerson was already in the industry. He took him from remember he was with Public Announcement. They took him from Public Announcement on some, hey man, look, you good. The mother niggas, they all right, but you great by yourself. Come on. And then they introduced him to Aaliyah. They did that. The industry did that. See, yes, sir. The industry did that. Look at the comments. The industry did that. He was introduced to Aaliyah by her uncle, who was in the industry already, has an A&R executive. Barry Hankerson had been in the game. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Barry Hankerson had been in the game. He was introduced to Aaliyah by her uncle. They knew about the marriage and everything because the package, the thing was Aaliyah was supposed to be made out to be older than what she was. Aaliyah was supposed to be made. They didn't want the public to know at the time that she was 15. That's why she dressed mature as a kid. That's why she dressed mature on back, forth and forth, because the image of she was 17, 18. They wanted Aaliyah to be grown, growner than what she was.
Uh-huh.
That's what it was.
Yep. She was grown from her family.
Facts. Allegedly, Barry used. Yep. Barry used this needs to frame R. Kelly with that marriage. That's why her parents fired Barry after marriage. Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's true. All these things are facts. All these things that y'all are hearing, and y'all, man, it's this shit I've been through. I
knew the family was kind of like already grooming, but I didn't know the actual people's names. So good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
The uncle is the reason why R. Kelly know the girl. The uncle is the reason. He's the reason.
Is he still alive or is he dead?
He alive.
Master groomers, yep.
Master groomers, yeah. That's why, until the bitter end, it was always a connection with R. Kelly and that group over there. R. Kelly did stuff with Tank.
Yep.
R. Kelly did stuff with Tank. Who was Tank? Tank was under Barry Hankerson. He sung the background vocals on Come Over. R. Kelly ran Jive. He had a hell of a run over there. Jive Records is the house that R. Kelly built.
Oh yeah, definitely. Jive Records was the house that he built for sure.
Yeah, R. Kelly was Tank's mentor. A lot of people don't know that. Thank you, Steve. Big Game. Let me clear something up. Big Game don't just say shit to just say shit. I be knowing what the fuck I be talking about. I might be off a little bit. I might be off a corner. But as y'all can read them comments, y'all see they agreeing and cooking with me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes, he was with Tank. That slowly, I know it'll be making love. Yes, R. Kelly wrote that. That whole 6-minute quartet, that's R. Kelly. That's R. Kelly. On slowly, I know we'll be making love. That's fucking Kelly.
That's so allegedly, this is a nice little. Hold on. Let me show. Allegedly. Damn. Here we go.
Yeah, just like the R. Kelly tour, the R. Kelly and the Jay-Z shit.
They say you were not alone. Now that's crazy.
That's R. Kelly. You were not alone.
Yep.
That is definitely R. Kelly. You rock my world, you know you did. That's Kelly, I believe.
Billy Ocean. Interesting.
Yep. Please don't go. That please don't go. It ain't worth, it ain't worth. That's R. Kelly, yes. And he wrote for Prince too. His later music, he wrote for Prince too. And he wrote for D'Angelo.
And a lot for Ronald Isley.
And come on, man.
Which that's respect right there. If Ronald Isley
write for him. Come on, baby. Hello, what will you doing tonight? Fine. Now can I keep it real? Yes. And say what would you do if I put this money in your hand? What would you do if I said you want to be your man? What would you do? Yes. Yes. I saw time. Yes, that's R. Kelly. I'm about to make you mine. Seal. I'm gonna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle. Let my spirit carry me. Come on and fly.
Damn, he
That's
wrote that
fucking
one.
R. Kelly.
Damn, that cat kill. That
That's
cat kill.
Kelly. Time keep on slipping, slipping. Bro, that whole Space Jam album, a lot of people don't know this.
Oh, that whole.
This is the first time Jay-Z and fucking R. Kelly encountered each other. I'm gonna tell you how. The Space Jam album was executive produced by Jive. Go look it up. Space Jam was executive produced by Jive Records. All the songs besides "Come on, Ride the Train" and "Ride It Ride" it's Space. What's the one that is? It's the Space Jam. In show tens, do your dance at the Space Jam. Besides that, I
And then the
believe I
other.
can fly.
There's, I think there's
It hit
one
him
more.
high.
One with Method
That
Man.
hit him high.
Yeah,
That song that
hit him
hit
high.
him high, hit
There you
him
go.
high, hit him high.
Yeah.
Besides that, the all the songs on there were composed by R. Kelly. That's why if you ever look at the "I Believe I Can Fly" video when he in front of the choir, bro, he was the composer and executive producer of the Space Jam soundtrack. The song on there, "Bugging Out" by Bugs Bunny, that's Jay-Z. He wrote the lyrics for Bugs Bunny. That's
Yep.
why if you ever look back in the past in the 90s, the early, like the late 90s, like 97, 98, Jay-Z wore nothing but Iceberg. He used to wear a lot of Bugs Bunny. That was his first big rap check outside of Rockefeller. He wrote "Bugging Out" for Bugs Bunny. Who gave him that? R. Kelly. A lot of people don't know that. R. Kelly gave him the look up. The song "Bugging Out" was wrote by Jay-Z. The Bugs Bunny song on Space Jam, "Bugging Out," was wrote by Sean Corey Carter. Who tasked him to do that? Because he's the executive producer of the album? R. Kelly. A lot of people don't know that. That's the first time they ran into each other.
They fell out over old girl, basically, Aaliyah. Well, no.
No, they ain't fall out over her.
I'm being funny. She was already
they fell out. They fell out because
I think she was already dead by then, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was already dead. They fell out over money and shit, right?
They fell out over money. By that time, the allegations was crazy. You gotta think.
You don't think he had some resentment towards him just from the Aaliyah? Because Jay-Z always had some love for Aaliyah. So
yeah,
that little bit of just
I'm gonna tell you what happened. Something like that, but not quite like that. By this time, 03, 04, Best of Both Worlds 02, I need people to understand what Jay-Z was as a person. Jay-Z was not the cute, cuddly Sean Carter that we know today. Jay-Z was a Brooklyn nigga with a bunch of grimy Brooklyn niggas around him. And if you know who Ty is, then you know who I'm talking about. If you know who OG Juan is, you know who I'm talking about. Hove, by this time the allegations are out. But Jay-Z got his entourage. R. Kelly got his entourage. Now just imagine I'm backstage, I'm R. Kelly, and your homeboy like, man, get your rapist ass away from me. You feel what I'm saying? The disrespect was becoming too loud, is what I'm saying. So it got to a point where Kelly like, man, yo, people disrespecting me. I'm gonna have to get up off this tour. Or if you can't control your people. And of course, nigga, you a rapist. Nigga, we don't give a fuck about that. It was just too much. So Ty maced him. And that's how that shit happened.
Shout out Lil Man for the $4.99, bro. R. Kelly told the catalog the Aaliyah family. That's why he was broke when he got locked up. Appreciate the super chat, my guy.
Mm-hmm. One head, watch the album. Best of Both Worlds. Best of Both Worlds, one of the greatest albums of all time.
And here's the thing. So Jay do got a little track record, and I'm a Jay fan, but I always got to point out the real. Jay did the same thing with Birdman. Him and Birdman had the same falling out. Although it looked like Jay just quick to be like, "Yo, F it," once they cross that line with him.
I'm gonna be real though. Birdman and Hov have always had like a I would say a touchy relationship. I would say more so of a
Competitive
one-upmanship.
rivalry.
Yeah, that Birdman is Jay-Z rival. Birdman is like when he got on, but it's been like passive. Like Birdman ain't never remember when Jay-Z got on the Hot remix?
Yeah,
Yeah. Remember when Jay-Z was finna sign Lil? A lot of people don't remember this.
I remember that he about to steal him.
He was finna, he man, he the only person that was finna steal Lil Wayne.
He was gonna give him a check.
Jay-Z was this close. I don't think niggas know. Jay-Z was this close to signing Lil Wayne to Rockefeller. This close. And little do people know that was gonna be the move that was gonna save Rockefeller. Because Jay-Z would have kept the band together for that. After the Carter won, Jay-Z became a super fan of Lil Wayne. And he invited him to New York, Def Jam, everything. He went. Birdman told him go. Because Birdman's smart. If them niggas offer you some money, we can work something out. But I think Hov didn't offer him enough money. I think it wasn't enough. I don't remember what it was. Right up on the
Go back
Birdman
and look
nose,
at what it was, but I think it was a decent little amount. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a nice little amount. But he was giving that nigga, he said, Lil Wayne said after the Carter won, that was like his coming out of college moment. And Jay-Z offered him a nice little penny to sign the Rockefeller. But Birdman came back when he seen Jay was for real. Birdman came back with the counter offer like, hell no. Nah. Because he didn't think Jay-Z was going to offer him that much. Yeah. Wayne going to the Rock would have been equivalent to Pac going to No Limit. Facts. That would have been a whole different game. That would have been a whole different game.
I could see Pac with No Limit.
Yeah, he was, bro.
I can see that. I can see that working, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Pac was leaving Death Row.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah.
Pac was leaving. After Machiavelli, he was gonna do the Thug Nation album with Sebo. He was gonna do the One Thug Nation with Sebo, Spice One, Gaddafi, all them niggas from the East Coast, the Outlaws, Boot Camp Clique. He was gonna do the One Thug Nation with them niggas, and he was gonna leave Death Row. He was gonna start his own shit. He was cool with Max. He was cool with them niggas. He was cool. He knew about No Limit. Pac was a music head. He knew about No Limit. He knew about them niggas. He was a music head. I know the people that was in the room when Jay-Z devised the plan. On my mama. Because Jay-Z was coming for Wayne. Bro. Jay-Z wanted Wayne. Jay-Z wanted Wayne to be the star of Def Jam. This is around the time Jay-Z took over Def Jam. Jay-Z was going to get him the keys to the throne. He was transitioning into Rockefeller Def Jam around 04, 05. He was going to give Wayne the keys to Rockefeller to run it with Kanye. They was going to do their thing. Him, Kanye, Young Guns, Petey Crack, Freeway, Tierra Michelle, and they was going to all do their own thing. But what's her name? Tierra, whatever the fuck her name was?
Tierra Marie?
Yeah, Tierra Marie. They was all going to do their thing.
What happened to Emil?
And I don't know what happened to Emil.
Remember when he dissed Emil? That was wrong for Jay doing that, where he said, if I gotta do something, then I'm gonna drop Emil. And it was a double entendre where he was dissing Emil and he was saying he'll drop Emil. I was like, why you gonna do Emil like that, Jay? He did it dirty. What song was that?
Bro, Wayne was finna get up with Beans. Wayne was finna get up with Beans, but then Beans caught that case when he dropped that Becoming album. So that fucked up the momentum. That fucked up a lot. Wayne was finna come be a counterpart to Beans. Wayne was finna come into Rockefeller and it was gonna be another run. But that shit happened. All that shit started happening. Damon, like it was gonna be a lot. But Jay-Z had it figured out. For sure, for sure. And that's the crazy part. And Jeezy went, yep.
Yeah, Jeezy helped out the Def Jam thing. That helped out
They helped Def Jam
Jay-Z.
because exactly. Jay wanted Jeezy for Rockefeller. Niggas don't know that. Jay, man, wise guy, whatever your name is
Wasn't
on the
didn't
track.
Diddy had his hands with Jeezy first though, with that kind of in a sense where they tried to do that original group with him, Jody Breeze, and the two. It was supposed to be him,
Boys in the
Jody
Hood.
Breeze,
Boys in the Hood.
but Trick Daddy, and then somebody else originally. I forgot the other one.
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
Boys
And then
in
they
the
just made
Hood.
that song.
That's why at the time Jeezy had 2 deals.
Yep.
Yep. Dame getting fucked help Wayne stay with Cash Money.
He did it to himself. To me, he was doing blank
Dame did
checks.
that to himself, though,
Bad
gang.
businessman. Huh? Uh-oh. Yeah, Dame did that to himself, man. He was writing them blank checks and just spending money on money on money. And Jay-Z like, yo, you basically siphoning this mug. Hold on. Where's while we wait on Game to come back though, hold on. I actually wanted to react to this. I know y'all seen this, but in lieu of R. Kelly, man, only R. Kelly can do this. Only R. Kelly can do this. Only Kells.
I got it. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America.
Yeah, somebody said in the comment, did he play a deal, parlay the deal? He definitely did that. He definitely parlayed the deal. Here's the thing that had happened though. I'm gonna tell you why that fell through, and they ended up having to move some shit around. Like somebody made a good point. Jeezy was like I say, Jay was already like, I'm gonna get Jeezy for Rockefeller. Jay ended up paying Jeezy more like, fuck that Boys in the Hood shit. Jeezy had 2 deals. He had one at Bad Boy as a group, and he got the Def Jam deal. Hov told the nigga like, look, I don't need you doing that. You got your own shit over here. Let me buy you out of that. And he bought him out of it. Jay-Z ain't stupid. He ain't stupid. Hey, nigga said facts. Yeah, Jay-Z knew better. Hov knew better. Hov always been a shrewd businessman. Even if you look at when he got over there, how he signed Fab. He signed Fab to Def Jam. He signed a lot of people to Def Jam. So I say that to say this before I get up out of here. The music industry is full of corrupted, corroded souls and spirits. And if you don't know yours or you don't know what way you gonna go, you can end up like where R. Kelly at. In jail. Because he was groomed into where he at. And nobody wants to admit that. And shit, the sad fact is he probably dying there. And that's the truth of it. Didn't Diddy and Jay-Z, Jay-Z, Diddy, and Big did try to, it wasn't Diddy. It was
Jay and Big.
Yep.
Wasn't it the
Then they say the
conglomerate?
meat story you told the other live ties into it too. Yep. Jay-Z seen Jeezy with Meech and tried to poach. That's very true.
Oh, I need to put that one up too. That's a good clip.
Yeah. That's very true. That is very, very true. That is very true. I'm telling you, that's what made Jay over the top. Because when Soul Survivor was dropped, when Soul Survivor was filmed, Jeezy wasn't the top priority. He was still over at Boys in the Hood. Diddy paid for that video. So he was, I know on my mama. When he seen Meech he was like, oh, I had Meech came to Hov. After that, Hov was so like, oh, this nigga the real deal. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna do a live on the presidency of Jay-Z at Def Jam. I'm gonna do a breakdown on that one of these days.
Yeah, we
But
do. We need that. We need that, and we need the street lore on Jay-Z.
yeah, I'm gonna
Because that's a
definitely do
whole
one.
nother. You got the Def Jam version, then you got the Gold Tooth Jay-Z version where he had the Gold Tooth rapping in there with what was that? What was that with the
I don't Jazzo.
yeah,
I
Jazzo,
don't know if
that
y'all
song.
know. I
Mhm.
don't know if y'all know, but Big and Jay-Z was supposed to have a group.
The conglomerate, what was it called?
It was the
Conglomeration?
commission.
The commission. That's yeah, there it was.
It was supposed to be him, Charlie
Neo,
Baltimore, and
Iceberg
Big.
Slim.
Yeah,
He
and here's
shouted
the
that out in
thing.
that song, right?
Well, yeah, that's whole. He was talking about
Ha, ha,
Jay-Z,
ha, ha,
Iceberg
ha.
Slim, the most shady. That was his niggas gotta understand him and Ho was his man. Like that was his best friend. Like Big had industry friends, his little homies, Junior Mafia, but Big was his friend. Like Big was like whole Jay-Z was Biggie, like homeboy. That was his peer. That was his
You
homeboy.
don't remember where he said jig on the cover of Fortune 500? That's my phone
Yeah.
number. He was shouting him out. He predicted him to be on the cover of Fortune. That's the crazy thing. And I think that was before.
Yeah. Jigga,
Yeah.
that's who gave him the name Jigga. That's who gave him the name, the alias Jigga, Jehovah. That was Big. Big was calling that nigga. Big was the nigga giving everybody their names. He the nigga that gave Diddy his name. Diddy used to call that nigga P. Diddy. He used to call that nigga Diddy. He used to call that nigga Diddy. He the nigga that gave niggas all their names. Big was calling that nigga that shit, but he was the nigga that was calling that nigga Hover, Young Hover. He was like, man, that nigga Hover the guy. Hover, that nigga Hover.
Oh, maybe he'll be back. And we breaking down some little rap history added with some of the R. Kelly stuff. You feel me?
Yeah, he was just like, that's Ho. He's like, man, it's Jehovah. So it's a lot of law on Jay-Z. And before I was saying this, Undies Entertainment was a label distributed through Atlantic and Big Beat. Undies was supposed to be Big and Lance on Riviera's record label.
And then Charlie
They was gonna do the
Baltimore.
commission album over there. But that's another story for another time. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. It's the Big Gang Theory. Y'all add me on Instagram. Share, add. If you want to interview, tap in, hit the inbox. Peace.
Yes, sir. And before we get out, y'all already know what I'm gonna have to play one more time for R. Kelly, man. We're gonna go ahead and play it one more time for the people in the back, in the front. Let's sing it together, y'all.
I got it.
You got it.
Do you have your passport?
Hey,
Did you get your shots?
hey.
Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America?
Look at that face.
America.
You trust that face? Y'all. That face right there. That face right there. Anyway, let's go.
America. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots?
Hey.
Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America. America. Beautiful. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Who wants to come back with us to America? To America.
The way he was holding that mic was crazy. But y'all hit that like button. We may have a show later. Stay tuned for the content. We got some more stuff coming out too. Hey, y'all have a good Tuesday to end out y'all's week, or to start out to go into ending out y'all's week. You feel me? And we out here. Peace.